Hey guys, Morgan coming to you with another video. It's about, well, it's on the 23 300XC, but it's more about a new product from XC Gear. They are calling this the Dually. I'm really excited because actually I experienced something that this is going to fix just recently. So, as you guys know, the Mako 360 was the very first thing I put on this bike. It's the very first thing I'll put on any one of my bikes. It's just the best. It's worth every bit of money, all that stuff. So I love them very much. And they've always had two separate pieces down here that you put on, and you use the top clamp to kind of help line it up as you tighten things down. It's always worked fine, but someone sat on my bike the other day, a little while back, and was like, "Are your bars crooked?" I'm like, "Huh." And I had a big crash, not a huge crash, but anyway, a decent sized crash. And I was like, the front end's probably twisted. And so I checked it. The front end was a little bit out of whack, so I straightened that up, and my bars are still off. And I was like, God. So I started looking at it really closely, and because these are separate, I know this is not, this is all one piece up here, but because these are separate, it allowed the whole thing to cock just a little bit. And it's only because of the polymers. I mean, if this were just metal to metal to metal, it wouldn't do that. But because of the polymers, it allowed to, and it cocked the bars just off a little bit. It was easy to fix. I just took the top clamp off, loosened up the bottom bolts, straightened everything up, tightened them back down, and was fine. But XC Gear has come up with this. Like I said, it's called the Dually. It's going to replace the bottoms here. It's still eccentric, so it's got a forward and a back position, just like the stock mounts and just like these mounts. So let's show you how we do those using our tool caddy from XC Gear 2. These things are awesome if you're working on a bike and you're keeping the seat on it. These things are so nice. There's magnets under here, there's a magnet here. It holds things in place. It's just awesome, and you can get your name on it, which is cool. I did not get my name on this. Lance, if you watch this and you want to send me one with my name on it, like Highland Cycles, that'd be awesome. And maybe I give this one away in like a super fun giveaway. Or I'll keep this one. Either way, I appreciate everything you guys do. You guys are rad. So yeah, let's get after it. All right, we don't have to be careful as we come apart, so use our impact. It's also time for a polymer change anyway. These are getting pretty beat up. These purple polymers are my favorite for comfort, but they don't last as long, which is fine. It's got 60 hours on this thing already, and I've been beating on it, so time for new ones. I'm actually going to go with a little bit stiffer ones this time, so we're just going to roll that out of the way. And that is 8mm Allen. Save these in case anything happens, then we'll be good to go. I like running them in the forward position. On these KTMs, on the W's, it's pretty nice. You have two holes in the triple clamp, so you can go forward. There's actually 4 positions you can have them in. On these, there's only 2. Either forward or back. Well, like I said, this tool caddy is so sick. So there we go. That's forward. We're gonna come like that. Some blue Loctite. With the Loctite on there, I don't worry about the torque. I'm not sure what the torque spec is on these, but just get them nice and tight. They're big bolts, so you're not going to strip anything out. All right, we're going to go green and green on this time. On these, always install the shark bite, and then the little clamp, and we're going to put always put the plus forward. Polymers on the bars. And it doesn't matter where the gap goes. I always put them up, like straight up. I don't think it makes one bit of difference. Clamp, set that down. Now we're gonna line her up using the marks inside here. I always put mine in the neutral position. I don't, that's a personal preference, but I like mine just neutral. Now, these are the ones that it matters what you torque them to. And it's 12 foot-pounds, everybody. So what I'm gonna do though is run them down like that. Now we take our little under clamp should. Ooh, we may have to put that on, actually. All right, guys, so with the dually, with the other style, you can just put that on. With the dually, it doesn't work, so you got to loosen that up. There we go. Now that that's in there, now we can kind of snug these up. I am not tightening these things down. Even though that thing's going clicky-clicky, it's not hitting 12 foot-pounds. Not even close. All right, guys, 12 foot-pounds now. We're going to do it in a crisscross. Crisscross will make you. Anybody who gets that joke is my age. There we go, dually installed. I like it. It's also cool because it says XC gear under there. But I like it because I do tend to crash every now and then. And when I do, it sucks. And I hate to have anything get twisted, especially if I'm in a race. I hate riding with bars that are twisted. Obviously, I'll do it if I have to, but now this should really make sure that doesn't happen anymore. Guys, I cannot recommend the Mako 360 enough. I really think it's one of the best things you can do to your motorcycle, period. And they've got stuff that fits almost everything out there. So check that stuff out. Thank you, Lance and Lisa. Thank you, XC Gear. Thank all of you for watching these videos. If you're new here, consider hitting the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. We appreciate it. Punk Rock Club, I love you the most.